piggyback off of that, if you don't mind.
Nah,
So,
go
like,
ahead,
you definitely answered my question. The reason why I asked that, and what I want to point out is the part you said about like the views and stuff, and just the simple stuff, right? So me doing music, that is one of the craziest things. We was just talking about how I literally just was on your page, heard the Spaceship song, and I was like, bet, let me just do this. I promise you, I bought some Lobos. Actually, that shit was fire. I ain't gonna front. Yo, some Respirado. Yo, that shit was Gucci.
Okay.
So, I was little for that. Heard the beat one time.
Yeah.
Put the headphones in. Simply just freestyle the whole track through. I bet that.
Yo, what's good? We back. Another conversation with Nash with my boy Cashapp.
It's goody, bro.
You know, Champ L. What's good, bro? How you been since the last time I seen you, bro?
Yo, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been amazing. I see it. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm pretty good. I feel like our last meeting, like really, like fuck the feedback. Just me and you just personally, just bro. Vibe, like it was like just a vibe, bro.
Like even from recorded like before it got released, I was like, yeah, this is the one right here. This the one right here.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like the kickback's been cool, but it's like it's my mentality now. Like the fact that I was just talking to you about this morning, I just literally woke up. Like I said, this is my first day off probably in 2 weeks. And I could have chilled. I could have played some 2K. I could have made some music, but I was like, nah, let me get back up. I just reapplied back to school. I got accepted, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going back to
Yes, sir.
Let's Southern New Hampshire University. Thank you.
I'm going to Goldie Beacon. Thank you. So making moves.
What you taking up?
Business administration right now.
It's a valid. Niggas gonna need that in the future, bro.
Honestly,
I'm doing cybersecurity, bro. That's just gonna be.
It's gonna be a lot, but I feel like that's gonna be worth it in the long run because that's exactly where the world is at right now. Like,
especially with like the metaverse and all that shit. That cybersecurity is gonna be where it's at, bro.
Be there, bro.
But you know what I mean, it's also something to keep me busy, bro. Because I need to stay busy.
Nah, bro.
Shit gonna keep me. It's
honestly,
if niggas that know me, they know, bro. Like I need to stay busy, bro. I need to challenge my mind and shit. So.
And that's the difference, I think, since like when you asked me like how I've been since the last meeting, and I feel like before that, I've been pretty content with where my life was at. I was going through something personally. And I'm still going through. We were just talking about it. So niggas be going through shit.
Everybody go through that, bro.
Everybody be going through shit.
If you never been through that, you're blessed, bro.
You're blessed, man. Like,
you know what I mean?
I don't wish I don't know nobody, but
wake up and enjoy life for real.
Going through that, like I ain't gonna lie. Like before that, I was pretty content with my everyday life, and I feel like just getting up. Coming up to Philly and like networking naturally, right? Getting back into the vibe. Like I feel like after that, when I came back to Delaware, like I started reflecting and I started really reevaluating like my everyday moves. So I don't know if y'all see me on camera, but your boy losing the boat, better wait. But I've been pretty active too. Like I've been going to this park, it's called Glasgow Park. It's about a 3.5 mile, run. So I've been doing that about twice a day. In the morning before my shift, right after my shift, and then I've been getting back.
You on the grind?
Nah, I'm on the grind right now, so it's kind of like I've been trying to lock back in. I've been going to Barnes and Noble. I'm fucking buying books. I'm
trying to get on my level.
Yeah, bro, I'm looking at the time right now, like, yo, that's like, but on some seriousness.
I stay with a new book, bro. It's
based on what you said. It's like keeping myself busy. And before, like, I would just kind of stay in my thoughts and just stay in the music and but I got to keep myself busy outside of that as well.
I feel like life is about not staying in one place too long. Like
exactly.
A lot of people, like even me, like you get content with where you at and like bro, like everything, the money's coming in, your bills is paid, you able to travel. You know what I mean? You living a pretty decent life, but if you get stuck there, you know what I mean? I feel like you should always strive to be better. Bro.
Exactly. So like honestly, since that last meeting, bro, I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's different. Like I don't know. Like each day is different. Like, but I'm good though. Like in the music, it's coming along pretty alright. I ain't gonna lie. Like I feel like
we still gotta shoot that video, boy. I got the exclusive, so you know what I mean.
Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. y'all gonna have to wait on that.
But like honestly, not wait too long. Cause honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Like I just was telling you right before this. Once I get that situated, I'll pull it back up out here. Cause I want to make it like I'm trying to make a movie, and I was looking at a lot of your shit. You know
I've been a lot of shit that I didn't release. I've been doing some since you sent me what you wanted.
Yep.
I've been like kind of like doing test shots to see like how it would come.
I didn't even know you was doing all that. I
gotta come correct, bro. I gotta come correct, cause
facts.
it's something that's like it's something that I'm not necessarily used to, but I know I could do it. You know what I mean? So I want to give you the quality that you expect. So I'm doing my test shots. Like I haven't like released any of them or nothing like that. And also you said you wanted the 360 and shit. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna shoot that for you, because when I explain it to you, you're gonna be like, all right, so you're gonna get how it comes out.
Gotcha. Yeah. And you know what's the crazy?
Because a lot of people be hitting me up about it, like, yo, them shits is fire. Like, how you do that? It's actually really simple. It's really, really simple, but we gonna talk.
Nah. We definitely gonna talk about that. But I know this is a conversation with Nash, but I gotta actually ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
So me personally, right? Like, and I have to, and then I'll let you continue to go through it. But you know, this is L's, and I gotta talk my shit, right? Nah, but I gotta ask you, like, just from a business aspect, right? You know, I pay attention to a lot of things that you talk about, right? How tough is it for you to naturally give out these gems, knowing that 90% of the people is just trying to hop on a wave? Like, how do you dissect to know the difference between like the ones that?
See, for me, I feel like the people that I've had on the podcast so far, first of all, it's automatic, genuine people, bro. Like, I connect with people, and a lot of people have been asking me, like, yo, can I be on the podcast? So, I have a little conversation with them, see where their head is at. If it's not something that I rock with, I'll tell them I'm too busy. You're probably watching this right now. I'm sorry. But on the real, like, I'm good with, like, cause me, I'm not really a people person, bro. I like to like be alone and shit and just chill. Like, networking is kind of hard for me. But in terms of like giving out the gems and shit, I don't really. The content that I create is more for me than for the people. Like, I feel like I got some dope ass shit that I put out that only got like 20 views, 50 views, and the shit that I put my all into it always get the least amount of views. And the shit that I just put together real quick and post, get comments, everybody hitting me up. Like the 360 videos, that shit is so simple for me to do, and everybody likes it, bro. It's not really my favorite thing, bro. Like I like other shit, but them shits is my highest views and my most comments, and people hit me up about them shits the most. So them shits is gems, and I tell people like, yo, I tell people like what to buy and how to get it, like, cause everybody's like, yo, how I make that, how I do that. I send them the link, yo, you buy this, you use this to edit it. That's it. You know what I mean? Everything else that you want, you gonna have to do on your own. I tell you the equipment and what to look for, but to find the actual details on how to do it, you gonna have to find yourself. But you know what I mean? I just like giving out content, bro. Honestly, like, if people rock with it, they rock with it. If they don't, they don't. I just know that everything I put out, I'm satisfied with for myself, bro. You know what I mean?
I got to piggyback off of that if you don't mind.
Go ahead,
you definitely answered my question. The reason why I asked that, and what I want to point out, is the part you said about like the views and stuff, and just the simple stuff, right? So me doing music, that is one of the craziest things. We was just talking about how I literally just was on your page, heard the Spaceship song, and I was like, bet, let me just do this. I promise you, I bought some Lobos. Actually, that shit was fire. I ain't gonna front. Yo, some Reposado. Yo, that shit was Gucci.
Okay.
So, you know, I was lit off for that. Heard the beat one time. Put the headphones in. Simply just freestyle the whole track through. Put a little snippet out on the gram. I got more views on that than the songs where I was literally sitting there all night, locked in, doing different takes, putting left and rights in and everything. So it caught me like that you even go through that even with what you do. Because it's like sometimes when you do music, you so narrow-minded sometimes, but you don't even realize, like, it's kind of like this with every other aspect of art as well. And it's like, I always wanted to ask you that, because I'm like, yo, like, I wonder how it is for you, like, just putting out this content. And I think you made me realize, because you said that you're the opposite, like, I'm a people's person. So, like, I like you know, being around people, like networking for me is like honestly too natural. Like it's not even a thing for me. Like I could walk somewhere and just be like, yo, what up? Like to anybody. So it's kind of like, it's cool for me. But at the same time, I think what's changed in the last year or so, and I think even you just saying it right now is making me change it. I realize I don't really make the music no more for like the audience as much as I used to when I was younger. I feel like now it's more really just for me. And if you like it, you like it. That's what's up. Like, cause you feel me. Cause the whole point of my music is for you to feel me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I really want. But it'd be crazy. The ones I put the most work in be getting like
the craziest shit about views. The craziest shit about like my podcast in general. I think I said this on a previous episode. It was never supposed to be this, bro. It was never supposed to be what it is today. Like it was, my original idea was I was gonna do a podcast and videos documenting my financial shit. Like I was about like my stocks and my crypto and forex, all that shit. I just wanted that to look back on, like for myself. It was never for anybody else. And then one of my friends was like, yeah, you should do a conversation with Nash. You mad cool. You're like, you're a people person. You have dope conversations.
You do though, so that's why it's dope.
And I never realized that, because I I do feel like I do have dope conversations. Like I can really talk about any topic. And if I don't know, I'm willing to listen. But everybody was like, yo, you should, well not everybody, but a couple of my friends, they was like, yo, you should have conversation. Like, let me be on your podcast. Like, you can have a dope conversation. I was talking to them, they was like, yo, we should put this on the podcast. I was like, I bet. Put it on the podcast, and now, but it's hard for me to get guests, bro. It's hard for me to ask people to be on my podcast, because like nobody want to be rejected. Like somebody, like even though I don't care about like the views and shit like that. I'm happy with whatever I put out. When I ask somebody to be on my podcast, it's really like heartfelt. Like I don't just ask anybody. I could go on Instagram and just look at everybody, just ask everybody to be on my podcast, just to have, to have it.
I got you.
But me, it's like, if I'm asking you to be on my podcast, it means I really like what you put out. I like your content, I like your creativity. You know what I mean? And when people, people brush you off, they won't ever directly tell you no. They'll be like, yeah, or then they'll be like,
eventually we'll set it up,
or send me a video, and they'll like never look at the video and shit. And I was like, I know it's a rejection, bro. But the podcast is just what it is now. Is like I like what it is. I still want to do like the financial shit, but I feel like I'm not a beginner in that phase no more. Like I still feel like I'm a beginner with this podcast shit.
It's crazy you say that, because it seems too natural for me personally. Like I literally wanted to get on here because I watched it. Like I was literally like, you know me, I'm loyal, I'm a real dude. So like
real ones, bro.
Anybody that I rock with, I support it. Like
real ones,
like I always support it. So I remember when you first put it out, I'm like, oh yeah.
I tell niggas straight up, like even if you don't watch it, bro, like it's free, bro. If you fuck with me, just click on the video, like it, and exit off that shit. Like you know what I mean?
It's really simple.
Even though I honestly don't look at that shit. Like honestly, I don't care about the views and shit like that.
And I think that's what changed with me too, because it's like even you, like I feel like talking to you more too. It's not like I'm sick, because I'm gonna always still be me, but I'm just like you a little bit, where I'm kind of like an open book. I don't think I know everything, so it's like I am stubborn because I'm a Taurus, so I know that I'm stuck on
number one stubborn, bro.
So I know I'm stuck on certain ways and certain views. But I am an open book to the point where like I'll listen and be like, you know what, you might have a good point. And I used to really care way too much about the little things when I was younger. So it's like now it's so scary to say that. Like when I put that snippet out, like I legit just put it out and went right back to work. Didn't even check really, to be honest with you. Come back to my phone maybe like 12 hours later, it's blowing up, and I'm like, it's crazy. Looking at the views, it said 3,200. Like I'm like, yo, this is just something I ain't even really put that much effort.
It's a fact.
It's crazy. So yeah. But that's why I wanted to ask you that.
That's like with the fucking the 360 videos, bro. I just be in the whip driving like
I should be
because it should be in the car. And I be like,
but it just be
hook that shit up. You know what I mean? Do a little drop, do a little fucking 15-second video. Upload that shit, forget about it, come back mad fucking comments and shit, or mad people who hit me up on the inbox like, yo.
But you know what it is? It's because I think the reason why people like, because like even though I make music, I make music, I'm also a consumer to your product as well. Just understand, like when I'm looking at it, like I want to make a video. but I'm also looking at it like, to you, it's easy.
Yeah.
Like, or like to look like for me, when I make a song and a lot of people react, they're like, how the hell did you do that? It's easy for me.
Yeah.
But when I look at your shit and I saw the 360, it's just different because it's not what people are used to seeing.
That shit.
So it's
when
kind
that
of
shit come on your timeline, you're like, what the
fuck is this? And then it's like, it makes you want to get in it. So when I was
exactly.
looking at it, I'm doing my song Spaceship, I'm thinking about the 360, but I'm not even only thinking about that. I'm thinking about the park scene where you was in the park one day and you had the drone and you was just walking. And then I was like, yo, but it's like,
see, all that shit,
Yeah,
like great music to you, that shit right there is fun to me, bro.
Exactly.
Go outside, I'm just chilling, throw the little drone on, set that shit to follow me, take a little walk. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's dope to be honest.
They come back and chop it up, you know what I mean? Make the shit, throw a little filter on that shit, whatever.
It's also fire because, like, for me personally, I've always wanted to work with, and I've definitely worked with a couple of people. Shout out KO. Shout out my boy Kwani. So I gotta give family. It's my bro for life. So I definitely worked with some dope people who have really blessed me. I've always wanted to give somebody like the leeway to direct me a little bit because like I did my art. I respect your craft so much. I want your view. Like I want you to hit me and be like, all right, cool, listen, this is what I think. This is what I see. This is what I think. Then we make it come together, then boom.
You know what else too? When you say that with like directing you and shit, that goes a lot because I don't want to say I don't have confidence in myself, but I feel like how I see shit is a little different from how everybody else sees it. So even when I'm doing my photo shoots, it'd be like, this shot would be fire, but I won't go through with that shot because I know it's not gonna hit as hard as I want it to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
For like the model. Like if a model books me and they want a certain type of shot, I would feel like it would be better this way rather than the way they want it, but I give them what they want instead of putting my own little influence to it. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question with that, right? So because I get it, right? I get it, but like, how come you still might not still take the shot that you might want just to have for yourself? Because you have to kind of make what you see come to life sometimes too. That's why.
And
I know that gotta be tough because I know that they want what they want. You know, so like I get that a little bit.
That's why I don't know if you've seen the last shoot that I did with Lorraine.
Yes, I did. I definitely did.
Mad different. We was at Selfie
fire
World.
Shoot, by the way.
We was at Selfie World. But what made that shoot so dope was there was no direction to it. We came together to make someone else's vision come together because she's the model, I'm the photographer, but the clothes that she was wearing was designed by someone else.
Gotcha.
So, and the designer wasn't at the shoot.
Gotcha.
It was just me and her, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we had free reign to create what we wanted. She didn't really have a vision, I didn't really have a vision, and that's what came out of it, bro. That's what came out of it. Like,
that's crazy. So
that's still like it's my most recent shoot, but it's still one of my favorite shoots that I've done so far. Cause you've probably seen maybe 20, 30 photos from that shoot. But no lie, I took over 1,000 pictures that day.
Damn.
I took over 1,000 pictures that day. I'll show you the folder, bro.
How did you pick between? How did like that process?
What we did was we had 3 outfits. We had 3 outfits, and we had about. Because Selfie World is just a whole bunch of different little like spots. So I want to say it was about 20 different little backgrounds, you would say.
Okay. So
we just matched the outfits to the backgrounds and went like that, bro. Some of the pictures ain't come out good, but but even the ones that didn't come out good, you still see the vision behind it, bro.
Gotcha.
I had free range, bro. I was in there, bro.
That's what's up, bro. Honestly, because I'm happy that you let me ask you a couple of questions because I know.
You know it's crazy. I actually have. This is gonna be bad too. I actually have like 2 other podcasts that I recorded that I never released because it was just too much about me.
Really?
Yeah.
Got you.
This gonna come out though. It's gonna come out.
Cool. We'll switch it back to me.
No.
But I had to ask you though because
we can have a conversation.
Yeah, because I was sitting here thinking to myself the other day because even coming back, I was like, yo, like even you asking me certain questions that you asked. So now we can switch it back to me. One question you asked me was a song that I like to perform song that I like to, that's like probably my favorite or something like that. I forgot the exact question.
Yeah, it's something I like asking like artists, like musical artists, like what's their favorite song to perform and what's their favorite song to just like listen to.
Got you. So
because I know the performance aspect of it. Not a lot of people that do music got to get a chance to perform their music.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A lot of them is like SoundCloud rappers and stuff like that. They don't get a chance to actually perform it. So I know you perform. So you know what I mean? What's the vibes? Like what's your favorite song to perform? Like,
so like I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that I was when you first asked me that, I was thinking of the last time that I actually performed. But I had to think about all the different times I performed, right? And just from reactions and stuff. So I realized that there are maybe 2 songs that I really enjoy performing. It's not really a one because it's like sometimes the vibe of the crowd, I'll end up switching the song up with the DJ because like I have to read the crowd sometimes. So sometimes
it's always about adapting.
So I'll give you a perfect example. There was a show at some spot out there in Delaware by Main Street, right? And it was some last minute stuff. I appreciate my bro for that. Shout out to you, bro. He know who he is. So last minute show, and I was able to get like maybe the 3rd performance. It was like 5. So I pulled up while the first was going. So when I seen the crowd, and I'm looking at the crowd, and I was like, I bet the song I was gonna do, Story to Tell, they wasn't gonna understand that. They wasn't gonna grasp that.
Fact.
So I said, damn, what could I do? So then I remember that I had a song called Off the Leash, which I gotta definitely listen to, Off the Leash. And I knew, all right, if I do this song, I feel like I'm about to get this whole crowd wow. Bro, that reaction, especially for it to be in Delaware, was trippy to me because I was not expecting that. Like I was expecting it to be like, okay, cool, like that was dope, bro. Like nah, it was like
different. But I don't know too much about Delaware, bro. To be honest, like
bro, it's almost a little. It's like a little Philly, Jersey, Maryland-ish. It's like a little of. It's like a mix because ain't nothing New York. I can tell you that for sure. But more like, but like the vibe was chill and it was like a mixed crowd. So now I think my favorite song to perform after that is Off the Leash because I feel like that song is pretty like, it could get anybody in the zone. And then even doing Spaceship lately, like even that, like to see the people's reaction, I like listening to that the most now. Because it's like, honestly, it's exactly how I really feel. And it's like people was hitting me up like saying like, yo, like the fact that you just went through something traumatic like that and you still willing to like be vulnerable enough to say some of the stuff you saying is crazy to me. And I said, honestly, I'm not.
You did better than me back when I went through it, bro.
Cause to be honest with you, bro, to be honest with you, I feel like my whole life I've been trying to, I don't like preaching that I'm real. I just like to show that I'm real. So I don't like to say it, but it's like Stanley Brown, you know Stan the man, always told us when we was young, and I know you remember this. He said, what's the difference between...
Team Grammy.
Oh yeah, you better get that cheese. You better get that cheese. Yo, but he used to always say to me, bro, what's the difference between a boy and a man? And he would ask her that every time we leave in the gym, and I would always, respect, responsibility. He was like, no, your word. And I was like, okay, so I live by that. So I feel like I'm so real to the point where like, no matter what traumatic shit I go through, I still gotta go through it, but I'm gonna really talk about it too. Because like there's people that go through stuff and they can't talk about it. There's people that literally go through traumatic shit. And the way society is now, you can't speak on it because you know if you're a man, you're being a little too sensitive.
That's a
you're
fact.
being a little too emotional. Or you need to be focused on this, you need to be focused on that, and you need to be grinding, you need to get your life together, and all this other stuff.
As if we're not humans type
like if we're not human either. So it's like that's why in my music, on some seriousness, that's why sometimes I switch it up from being turned up to being like really down to earth and try to help my friends out that I know is going through the same shit. Because it's like, as dudes, like we can't really express ourselves because once we do, we look crazy. Once we express ourselves, we thinking too deep or we doing way too much. So in my music, I literally said in the song, like, yo, even though I feel so disrespected, I feel hurt, I feel all of this, mentally, I'm so hurt. Shorty hit my phone, I might still talk to her fucking ass. And that's an issue.
And
you know what I'm saying?
You know what else is crazy too? Like to piggyback off of what you're saying, that's why a lot of guys can't have like serious conversation about their feelings, so they turn to art. They make a song just so like if somebody be like, that song was fire, or damn, that's how you feel, you could just be like, nah, that's just a song.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's a way to like take the heat off yourself.
Exactly.
Like you said what you had to say, but you don't have to back it up or anything like that because this is a song. This is a song. I know a lot of people that do that. Like not you, you know what I'm saying? But I know people that do that shit.
Because it's like, for me, right, to be honest with you, it's so much easier for me to put my feelings in the track than going to social media and writing how I feel. And then everybody in the world knows that Sharif's going through something.
Or talking about something like in person and shit.
Exactly, or putting up memes or like liking shit or doing all this extra shit. So like, for me, I put it into the art. You're right, because we can't talk about nothing. Like I can't put online, like, or not even just online, just being just around outside, even speaking to a woman. You can't be like, as a man, yo, I'm hurt. Yo, I'm down. Yo, I feel like this, because they grow up with an expectation as well that men are supposed to have it together. We're supposed to have certain things right. So when they meet them and they're not, it's just like, it just makes a whole thing, bro. And then niggas can't talk about nothing. So that's why I really pride myself on my music, where I told myself, fuck everybody, fuck how everybody else feel about this and that. Like, I'm gonna speak some real shit. And even if I'm wrong, and I'm one of the most accountable people on the planet, bro. Like, if I do something wrong, bro, I'll tell you, like, you know what, bro? Listen.
That's a fact.
You know me, I keep it sad, like, man, I probably shouldn't have done this, that, whatever, but it shouldn't lead to this. So the point being is just that, like, that's why, like, I make the music in the first place, and that's why I'm so blunt and so real about it, because it's my natural personality. Like, I can't help it. Like, I can't help it.
Shit, you do better than me, bro. Cause me, like, my content is never like it never really shows like my feelings. You know what I mean? Like the videos I post is not really like, I can't really express my feelings into it like that. Like but sometimes I do, like with my music selection. Some of the songs that I post, like it don't even have to be
exactly what
the video doesn't even. The video doesn't necessarily fit the music, but I like the song and I just want to get it out. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So I do that a lot, but I agree with what you're saying, bro.
You know what it is, and I don't want you thinking that like you're not as like you just like we all showed it different ways, right? And what I struggled with my whole childhood. Shout out to my little brother Dave, because he is very mentally strong, and he's always been kind of like my backbone with me, because I feel like I've been through a lot of stuff personally where I've always struggled with, if I'm upset about something, it's the world's biggest thing. Like if Sharif's mad about something, or Champ Els is mad about something, oh God, why is Sharif mad? Or oh my God, he's extra sensitive. Oh my God, all this. So I used to go through that a lot. And then I got to a point, bro, where I literally said, I don't give a fuck. Because I realized that I'm sorry, and I'm gonna look in the camera while I say this too. I'm sorry. My fault. I'm sorry. But I'm sorry if I got the cojones to speak on myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that I am not as shy, or I'm not, I don't struggle with speaking to people. Like, and I don't judge the people who go through that. Just don't judge the people who can. You get what I'm saying? That's always been my thing. I have never judged. Like, I have best friends that don't really talk a lot. I have friends that stay to themselves all the time, and I love them for that. Like me, bro. And I don't judge none of them for that. But the craziest thing is, let me be outspoken. Let me be the person that I am without having to hear that feedback. So now with music, you can't talk back to me.
That's a fact.
You can't talk back to me. So if I'm speaking in my song, this is my song. You either gonna like it or you don't like it. But I put that message out. You can't say nothing back to that.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like it's a little easier for me, maybe, because like music's an easy way to get the like your feelings out, and people relate to it. I'm telling you, man, this cup, bro. The feelings coming out.
I see what's going on. So with your previous situation, right?
Yes, sir.
You made a song about it, Spaceships. Check it out.
Back over.
Do you ever send that music to the person that it's for? Like subconsciously?
That's a great question.